All right, let's do this! My apologies, guys. I think you should be able to hear me now. Yeah, sorry. I think the OBS defaulted back to the wrong microphone, but it should be fine now. Just let us know in the chat. I apologize. How is everyone? Rado, I see you there. How are you, mate? Good to have you here, as always. And Joe, thanks for being in like straight up. How are you feeling though? I know you were a bit crook over the weekend. Move this over a touch. Bring this out. There. Good now? Yep, perfect. Thanks, Urban. How are you, mate? Good to have you here. Mic is on now. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, OBS kind of just defaulted back to a couple of undesirable settings, I guess. Still getting the hang of setting everything up, because I think my recording settings are a fair bit different to my stream settings, so I kind of got to get in the habit of making sure they're all up to scratch, I guess. Cool, but how is everyone? Joe was crook over the weekend. Hope you're all right now, mate, or at least on the mend. Feeling better. I know it's pretty difficult to get better overnight, but you know, doing better now. Fantastic. That's good to hear, man. Urban's pretty good as well. Rado can hear me now. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. How'd you go with your subs? I haven't checked yet. Did you hit the 700? This is going to be a pretty casual stream, by the way, guys. It's not necessarily anything specific or headlining, I guess, in terms of plans for content. Actually, I've got to finish this. I haven't even finished Trunks' EZA, so I may as well get started on that. Pardon me. Still finishing my morning coffee. What have we got? Well, seeing as we're doing Trunks, we may as well change the overlay, hey? Set up the tech one. There we go. Nice and green for everyone. Not yet. Keep pushing. Yeah, man. Just keep going. Just keep grinding, dude. Like, I've had those stagnant bits, and they're really disheartening. Like, they really are. I can totally understand when you get in that mindset of like, well, what is even the point, kind of thing. Ultimate Fire, how are you, buddy? I think that's tied. I could be wrong. Everyone's got different usernames on YouTube compared to like Discord and Twitter, so I've got to try and keep a memory bank of it all. Have fun with Trunks' easy. I'd use Imp Black since I lacked corrupted merges and muscle at the time. If you have hearts, he's probably a good option for time travelers leaders as well, by the way. And yeah, so this guy here, he's still a 170 leader for time travelers. And then who else is there in options for leaders as time travelers? That's a good question. I mean, as good as this Zamasu is, this team needs some buffs. Good God. We should go extreme because that's what's obviously going to get them. Oh, and Bojack obviously as well. Yeah, Bojack's a good option. It took so long because they wanted to give me 0 orbs, but... Oh, you're the old person. Okay, cool, sweet. How are you, buddy? And Holly Bleakney. Hi, I just joined the stream, but I'm going to sub to you. Thank you very much, Holly. It's good to have you here. Hope you can enjoy the rest of the content on the channel, not just a stream in the morning, but this will be a weekly thing, by the way. So if this is a good time for you, I hope it's a good time for a lot of people. It seems to be. I put a schedule on my Instagram, all of my socials really, in the community tab here. So I think it's what? Well, let's quickly check. I'll just quickly go to Twitter. What is the time everywhere else? Just so I can kind of... Here we go. It's 6 in the morning in Japan. It's 5 in the RVs on the east coast of the US. It's 1 in the RV on the west coast by the looks of it. And it's 10 at night for our friends over the pond in England. Like I said, lovely, mate. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Obviously, you don't have to, but I genuinely appreciate it. I'm just cold though because of the weather. Where are you from? Hey, Madara Uchiha? Apologies. I am horrible with pronunciations, by the way. So if I do get it wrong, I beg your forgiveness. But yeah, my day's good. It's early in the morning for me. Well, not early. It's 7:15 in the morning. So I've just finished my coffee. I feel like this is a great time to stream. Like I said, it seems to be relatively friendly timing for a lot of people overseas from my perspective, I should say. And then it's first thing on a Monday morning for me, so it's a good way to sort of start the day. I can kind of tell clients that I'm busy first thing Monday morning and make sure I get a chance to engage with the community that I'm trying to build. Ultimate is in Canada, so North America. So is that West Coast time? Yeah, well, Canada's cold all the time. See, we're coming out of winter now in Australia. Our winter is obviously middle of the year, opposite to you guys. So it's actually starting to warm up quite a bit. The other side of the world. Yeah, mate, I'm the odd one out. There's not too many Aussies. Jay Fant is another big Aussie content creator for Dokkan. He's over in West Coast though. He's in Western Australia. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Sunny Coast. Uchida, you've done well enough, lad. It's a character's name from the Naruto series. Regardless, you're all good. Just enjoying the stream from over the pond in England. Okay, so it's night time for you. About 10:15, I believe. It's good to have you here. Regardless, I'm not a Naruto fan. Not to say I'm not a fan. I just haven't watched it, so I'm literally neutral on it. But yeah, so any kind of peculiar names that are unfamiliar to me from that series will probably be a struggle to pronounce, but that's all right. It's good to have you here regardless. We've got everyone here. It's 3:15 in the RV for Ultimate. Yeah, cool. Yeah, honestly, I think there's a couple more, to be honest with you. Like a few more smaller ones, similar around my size, that 1 point something K. You're a great YouTuber, responding to your fans. I'm here before you're famous. I can't wait to... Oh, yeah, mate. Everyone who's OG, like, I try to remember everyone, and I don't know if this is the normal thing. Maybe Rado and Joe, who are creator friends of mine who were in the chat at least. I'm not sure if they still are. They might be able to confirm or deny whether they do the same thing, but almost everyone who follows me on Twitter or Instagram's kind of got a little bit out of hand. I'm over 6k followers there, so that kind of is blown up beyond manageability. But at least on Twitter, now that I'm still under 1k, I try my best to just have a quick suss of everyone's profile that follows me, not to be, sneaky or anything. Oh, Blazer, Dragon, how are you, mate? You're 50 minutes late? Nah, mate, it's all good. People can come and go as they please. There's no late, there's no early. It's just whenever suits you, I'll be here just doing my thing. Yeah, I try my best to sort of suss everyone's profile, at least on Twitter, who follows me, just to see the kind of people that gravitate towards my content, I guess. Yeah, I think it's really fascinating. I'm very much a people person in terms of, like, I love everyone's different walks of life. Everyone's got a different perspective and outlook and opinion on things, and it's really interesting to see all the colourful characters that exist in the world, and more interesting to me to see who is interested in me, so to speak. Are you agreed? It's cool to see more Aussie Dokkaners out and about online. Yeah, I hope our accent and our persona isn't too abrasive to people. I know our slang and whatever can be a little bit difficult to understand at times, but I hope it's not too unwelcoming. I just lurk on Dokkan Twitter in general. I said before, but I only follow Goresh for the translations and the official accounts. Well, I mean, I'll probably say this over and over, so anyone who kind of hangs around, pardon me, anyone who hangs around my channel will probably hear this multiple times, but Garesh's approach to his success, I guess, in terms of Dokkan content is an inspiration in the most literal sense to me. Not to say that, you know, he's an inspiration, I hold him into high stead, but the way he kind of gained an audience by providing translations, and by that I mean to kind of, I guess, broadenize, if that's a word, the way he provided useful information to players in order to gain an audience is, in my opinion, the right, well, not the right way, there's no wrong way, but is a way that I was comfortable to go about things. And obviously I wasn't going to do any translations. Unfortunately, I don't speak any other language. I'd love to learn, but that's why I started doing guides, and that's why I started doing my overlay. I wanted the same approach, but obviously with my own unique blend to it, I guess. So yeah, his approach is what has shaped how I've approached content, I guess. Blazer was chilling at my aunt's place, about to celebrate one of my cousin's birthdays that already passed. How you doing? Yeah, dude. Oh, he might be replying to Joe, by the way. But happy birthday to your cousin. Hope it's a decent family gathering. I know how family gatherings can get a little bit out of hand the more that show up, but you know, it's all good. Family's family. Take them as they come. Chia. Oh, on the contrary, I'm not too familiar with the Aussie accent and slang. It's one that I enjoy hearing. Yeah, well, if you have any questions about anything I say that doesn't make any sense to you, by all means, just pull me up on it and just ask me what I mean. I'm a pretty, I guess, typical Aussie dude in that sense. You know, I don't shy away from using slang. Holly, can I add you on Discord? Well, I think the link to my Discord is in the description below. I have a thing, a Discord thing. I'll quickly just show you it all. I messaged Joe Ford. Hang on. Tide's messages aren't showing up in the chat. Why? There he is. I guess he's using another account, but I see you there, buddy. Sorry about that. I've got no idea. Sorry. Yeah, we fixed the audio. I've got no idea why I assume it's another account isn't working for your chat. I do apologize, but I've literally changed nothing, and so I've got no idea how to begin to troubleshoot that. It's unique and familiar in a sense, and it always grabs my attention. Yeah, cool. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I hope, I hope my voice is pleasant enough for everyone. It seems to be. Otherwise, you'd bugger off. Sounds fun. If I had money to donate to you, well, I mean, I have a Ko-Fi or coffee or whatever it is. I'm never going to ask or beg or whatever. It is available there for those that choose to. The link is in the description below. I would not worry about the subscriptions yet. I'm trying to retool them as I've discontinued the cards. I mean, look, when it comes to monetary donations, I will never coach you into doing anything other than what you want to do, or even suggest anything you should do. It's your money, and I would hate to see you put yourself out. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Still getting used to Greg's slang. Poor American slang doesn't mix well. Yeah, the British version of English, I guess, definitely lends itself to being a little bit more translatable, I guess, to a degree. Like us and the Poms really get each other a little bit better than what the Americans do in terms of our slang. But I mean, yeah, again, pull us up on anything that you don't understand. I'm more than happy to explain it. I don't know what's happening with my main, but you'll guess yeah, it's fine, man. Well, I'm glad to have you here, Tide, regardless. Maybe, I don't know how we're going to work that out. I genuinely don't. Like I said, because I didn't change anything, it's really hard for me to begin the troubleshoot. Empire. Yeah, the big thing that Garesh made so popular was because he provided a unique niche with the translation and his general personality. He's at the point where he's fine with the games, even with the games version. Oh yeah, like translations are no longer needed. I mean, other than the fact that the global Twitter needs to pull their finger out their ass and start actually posting the information. They don't do that. Their Instagram does. I don't know if... no, the global does sometimes. I just wish they would. Anyway. Is the moon visible for any of you guys at the moment? I'm seeing it clear as night from where I'm at. Always wanted to see it. Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's nearly 7:30 in the morning, so there's no moon visible at the moment. But it was full 3 or 4 days ago. Big special blue moon apparently. It was beautiful actually, and we had a little bit of cloud cover the night after, so it was a very lit up night for a couple of nights there. Blazer, the cake won't be until later, and I had at least 4 hours sleep because I was up until 4 a.m, woke up at 8, so I need to get my time management under control. Dude, I don't know how you do it. I mean, I run my own business in terms of my real life work, which is quite a physical job. I'm a gardener and whatnot, so I get a solid 7 or 8 hours sleep, if not more, every night, and my partner's similar, so yeah. I see you night owls around, and I mean, I used to do it when I was a younger lad, but yeah, it's a bit difficult. 11 p.m. in Croatia, which is a perfect time for the streams. That's perfect, Tide. I'm glad that I've nailed the timing. I think this is a really good time. Blazer, especially when it involves demo work that should have been done long before now. Yes. Aren't we supposed to get a blue moon? Yeah, like I said, I think the blue moon was a few days ago. It was the full moon, which I think was the first. I just joined the Discord. Want me to tell people to join the live stream? I did put it in the announcements, Holly. I appreciate the offer, but don't go out of your way. Just sit back and enjoy. Don't. I mean, I appreciate the effort that you're offering, but it is absolutely not. I mean, obviously, if you want to, you are more than welcome to. But this is here. We're here just to relax. So everyone, sit back and enjoy. Focus on the chat here with me if you want to put your effort into anything. That way I can be sure that you're a little bit more engaged. Heard talk of Super Blue Moon, rah. They did the orange and all-time but for the recent. Oh yeah, okay. So they do it for some but not others, I'm not sure. I have tried AGL Zamasu. I was going to do a showcase on the weekend, but I'll be honest, I just wanted to chill on the weekend. I think I did 3 videos still last week. I kind of did them successively. I usually space them out every 2 days, but I chose not to last week, so I was kind of not burnt out, but I just wanted to chill. As of right now, it's just closing in on a full moon on my end. Loving the gradual process. I'm a sucker for a moon, and it was a damn shame to miss a super full moon recently. Yeah, it was awesome. I love a good moon. Try to keep up with the live stream if I'm not at school. Again, Holly, like, and this goes to everyone, like, never stress if you can't make it. It's just, I'll be here every week. I'm going to aim to. There might be the odd week where, like, I think my in-laws are visiting maybe next week, if not the week after, so I may skip the stream that week, just so I can spend more time with the family, I guess, but because they're visiting, of course, but yeah, there'll be the odd week like that, but it's no dramas. If you can make it, you can make it. If you don't, you don't. Never feel bad. Predictions for part 2. I think it's Trunks and a version of black / rosé, whatever that may be. I hope it's a little bit more unique than just, straight up Trunks and rosé, for example. I'm just going to catch up with the chat, and then maybe maybe more in-depth predictions might be next. Epic's here. G'day, mate. How are you? I saw your pre-stream hype message there. Good to have you here, as always. Yeah, it was a few days ago, but I think this blue moon is a decade. I don't know. All the different moons seem to come more frequently than I think, but I kind of get confused about them all. Pro tips for Dokkan. Yeah, farm the free-to-play teams. That's like the proest tip you can do. Not only will that help, I mean, if you're a new player, that helps with Dokkan events, but Battlefield, I think that's crucial. Where are we at? Hope I can catch the next blue moon. Always love more sightings and then you can see them. Yeah, man, always go moon gazing. Oh shit, hang on. We've disconnected there for a second. Why? What's the bet I'm having like? Oh, and then it does this. Every time I plug my phone into the Elgato, it triggers Dex for some reason. Can't believe you got... Yeah, dude, that Zamasu multi was insane. If anyone wasn't... I did stream this time last week. It wasn't like a part of my official schedule. It was just a summon stream, which is actually what led me to think that this is a good time to stream. Yeah, I got Zamasu first unit of the first multi that I did on his banner with the brand new time machine animation. It was crazy. The replay should be on my channel if you're interested. Hey, Greg, do you want a free Dragon Ball Legends account? Thank you, but no thank you. Dragon Ball Legends isn't for me. Got nothing against the game. I actually was in the very first... I was one of the first people ever to play that game, as I was a part of the beta test. Or the beta test, whatever you want to call it. The very first closed beta test I was a part of. And I did play it for about 6 months after it released. Just, it's not my style of game. That's all. Not everything's for everyone, and unfortunately Legends just isn't to my taste. The PvP and all of it, it's just not for me. Trunks and Black seems most logical, or something silly like nah, they'll never do they'll never do unthemed part 2s during major celebrations. During the standalone ones, I reckon they could, but yeah. Congratulations, Nicole. I haven't been getting lucky on pulling the main units so far this year, other than Ella and Kid Gohan. Oh, cool. Congratulations. I mean, look, hey, the luck comes and goes. You take it as you can. Can you DM on Discord? I'd prefer not to on stream so much, especially because it is a private message, but I'll be sure to check it after stream. LR Kefler would be insane. The Universe 6 team is a bit in the mud at the moment. I'd love to see it get more help. Look, to be honest, it's one of those things where I would certainly suggest to temper expectations regarding a lot of the Tournament of Power stuff as the game ages, especially if the anime returns. Mainly because it's a bottle arc. Like, those characters aren't returning in any fashion. So it's unlikely that those teams have too much opportunity to be ongoingly buffed. I think the part 2 LRs will be Trunks from Mecha Freezer fight, and sort of... I don't think it'll be 2 Trunks. I think it has to be an extreme side, at least on one banner. It'll be Super versus Extreme. I would be shocked if it's not, and I think it'd be a big miss if they didn't. It was a massive multi, was good. I'm 1.6k in on your main, still nothing. Trust me, dude. I've been through the shafts. I can certainly sympathise with that. Or empathise with that, I should say. Yeah, LR Kefler in theory would be good. No idea what they do for animations. Just that Kale needs a solid Universe 6 for a... Yeah, it's a real shame that she's kind of dead, I guess. Chill. Any guesses when part 2 will be revealed? I think it'll be Friday. And the units, so last year the units dropped on the 15th, so in about 11 days. So that is your best estimation for part 2. So we'll see how we go. It may be a little bit different or a little bit early. Again, schedules have the potential to be shaken up quite a bit with the merge or the syncing of the versions. They may be looking at mixing things up to make sure that happens smoothly, ideally before the 9th anniversary. I think it'd be silly not to have them synced by then. I reckon they may make Dokkan original animations more often going forwards, different angles and perhaps different attacks from that final blast would do wonders for her. I don't expect Dokkan original animations outside of major celebrations, personally. I think they will put the time, effort and budget of something that's a heavy task, hey, to use very little source material or fully reworked source material in major units. So I would be surprised if they used Dokkan, or if they did more Dokkan original animations for just like a random Dokkan Fest TUR. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like that's a selling point for them almost. And I hope they expand it to Dokkan original units maybe. If they do go kind of for every unit, I'd love to see like a Super Saiyan God Raditz, just to be weird about it. My user is Dragon Ball Z. When you're done with live stream. Okay, cool, Holly. I'll remember that. I'll probably have to look back in the chat. Everyone's different usernames gets me so twisted. Last stage of Trunks' EZA. That's cool. I would expect Part 2 LRs to at least have one Dokkan original. Well, yeah, I think I'd love it to be Rose, if I'm, or Goku Black, if I'm honest. I hope they kind of go a little bit creative with the that first frame that they actually got rid of from the Int transforming Goku Black, where he like holds his fist up and that aura that shows Goku's ki around him happens. For some reason he doesn't have that in TUR, but I like that thing where he's channeling real Goku. I'd like to see them expand on that a bit more, like even when he's like charging a Kamehameha, just to have him like, even if he's Rose, to show like Super Saiyan Goku as a part of his pardon me, that aura that brushes over him. I think that'd be really, really cool. Hey, King's here. Woo! We got everyone here. I seriously announced it'll be part 2 with a major update. Something big and new incoming. I hope that's... Yeah. I don't think they need to do an update to change the name of Zamasu, but I mean, maybe that could be linking everyone together. Even if they share the same name, that would be good. I still don't think that... I think that's a cop-out, though. I like the restriction of not being able to link characters with the same name personally, though I would like it. I think it's a good rule. However, it just feels crap when they just get the names wrong so often, I guess is the best way to put it. So I'm just going to catch up with the chat before I continue. I think Phoenix might misbe remembering. Okay, no, regular Dokkan is getting new version 5.15. Piccolo Jr. is the first Dokkan I remember to have big bad bosses. Link smacked out before pulling him his first shoot the other day. Oh, Blazer, how are you, mate? Oh, dude, Piccolo Jr. is crazy. He doesn't deserve, sorry, I shouldn't say he doesn't deserve. He has no right to be as good as he is in general. And it's crazy how he is basically still the best unit on Zamasu's team, almost. It's just ridiculous. Dokkan Originals is only for Annies and Worldwide Celebration, and for characters without a lot. Yeah, look, that's kind of where I'm thinking at the moment. Pardon me. However, initially, during the 7th anniversary, I personally wanted 200% leaders to be exclusive to Dokkan Fest LRs, but we saw how that turned out. And the meta has gone crazy, which is great. I love it. It's fantastic. Above everything, I'd love for the heroes units to be more resilient to power creep. It's a shame to see them end up on the sidelines so soon, especially when they take 2 years to get easy A's. Yeah, heroes is unfortunate in that sense. Let's see if we can. Oh, we've got this dude as well. Let's see if we can get a bit of super attack from this. Save some Kais. Bang. Oh, I should have trained those other Trunks. Whatever. Oh well. Definitely not summoning today then. I'll be saving for part 2 anyway. If not, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, to be honest. I'm actually happy to skip Trunks, should he be a part 2 unit. Goku Black might be harder for me to skip, but Super Saiyan 4 Goku coming in November or December on Global. He is like priority number 1 for me now, pretty much. God Raditz for sure. Sorry, I got something in my throat. Pardon me. There was a post I saw that was in Int Rose's 18 key with 2015 Fire Guys dodge. That was similar to what you said, I think. Joey, to think if I hadn't summoned for the tech future androids on release, I wouldn't have had Worldwide Chaos Leader. They're Worldwide Chaos, aren't they? Oh, they introduced that, didn't they? They're that and Future Saga, I think. Yeah, I think they are. Everyone's here. Yeah, Radu, how you going? Radu, King, Joe, Epic, everyone's here. Yeah, I'd hate I'd hate the ideas of having the same name and stuff. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't hate the idea. It would just, it's an easy fix to the problem that we're asking to be amended. But again, I just don't think it addresses the fact that they get the names wrong so much. I think it's them basically trying to say, if they let us link everyone together, basically, that have the same name, I think that's them saying, we're not actually wrong. When you're wrong by telling us we're wrong, but we'll let you have what you want anyway. I think it's the wrong way to go about it. I think they should maybe just differentiate the names more, I guess, is kind of where I stand with that. Can you post a summon, you use it video? Sorry, you might want to rephrase that, Holly. Sorry, can you post a summon, you use it video? I'm not quite sure. If you're asking me to summon now on stream, I'm respectfully going to say no. Like I said, I'm definitely summoning. I'll just quickly get rid of the overlay for a sec to show you. I have 289 stones, and I'm not planning on using any of them until at least part 2. And if part 2 doesn't really fill out my jocks, I'm happy to just save. I'm just saving in general. I don't know if I want. I don't know if I'll summon for part 2. I kind of want Ella Bulma. Yeah, I hope that she's featured. That would be incredibly ideal. She's a fantastic. I think she's a must. I'm not doing cards anymore tied. At least I've postponed them. Is the best way to say it. It's just not worth it for me at the moment. I did cancel everyone's subscription just to make sure that I wasn't putting anyone further out than they needed to be. I do apologize. Ideally, I'd like to get back into it at some point, but at the moment, it's just not feasible for me. Though, if anyone wants any of the Giant 8 power packs, there are some still there. Just give me a message in Discord DM, and I'll see if I can send them out for the right price. Because it's expensive to send. That's the biggest thing. It's like $20 US to send one pack to anywhere in the world. It's crazy. It costs less to actually produce the cards, you know what I mean, to make them. But hey, Shadow's here, Dark Shadow. Holy Jesus, we got almost the whole crew. Who are we missing? We're missing Dark Sun and Celtic. That's the only ones we're missing from our crew. Bro, this is the first banner I've summoned on in Dokkan, which took me 1k stones to get the new unit. Should you use red coins? Look, mate, I'm sorry to hear that you got shafted, but prepare yourself. That's not going to be an uncommon thing. I hope it's not. I hope it is an uncommon thing, but yeah, that's kind of how it does typically work. Unfortunately, I went a lot deeper than that in some other banners, so yeah, you have my full empathy. Should you use your red coins? Let's have a look at the red coin shot. I mean, obviously it's featured units, but I just want to kind of go through it. I've heard that in Fusion Zamasu and AGL's cases, it was to avoid having people run the TUR and SRR versions together. No shout true that. I reckon that's crap. I don't buy that at all. A Fusion Zamasu. Well, it might have been back in the day where they had kind of like weird takes on certain things for like the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. That's possibly true back then, but for Fusion Zamasu, no, absolutely no chance. I don't think. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about for a new video. Yeah, not fully understanding. Well, the next video I'll do for summons, like I said, will be more than likely part 2, providing that I'm interested in the units. Yeah, I've seen the shipment prices. Yeah, the whole Discord squad is in here. Yeah, that's a Gasher thing. You either win some or you lose some. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like I said, I got Zamasu in the very first unit of the very first multi. Like, ideally, I would have done a single and got him if all else was the same. But it's hard to know. It's hard. Yeah, it's. I hate knowing anyone gets shafted, especially for a new unit. Wishing you the best luck. Yeah, we all want the best for everyone. We can always give each other luck, but it's just that feeling when you get shafted. Trust me, like, especially when you're talking about creators, we know for sure how horrible it can feel, and yeah, we can only hope that that you don't experience it on a regular basis, because it really sucks the energy out of the game. You know what I mean? I'm just going to change the background. feeling like mixing it up a little bit. I am going to... What unit am I thinking? Let's go Dragon Ball Super Broly. Yeah, that's a bit better. LR Gobras has Boo Saga despite being a second Broly movie character. That was an oddity. There's a lot of old school Dokkan things that just don't make sense. They seem to make more sense now in a more modern, like in terms of what they do in a modern sense. They haven't changed a lot of the old stuff, but yeah, I don't expect stuff like that to happen in the future. At least you have the 8th anniversary Dokkan Fest LRs. Didn't pull either and have to wait for December to do a rotation on Super Saiyan 4 Goku's banner to pull one of them. Oh, mate. I mean, that banner which has the anniversary LRs plus Goku, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, it's hard for me to sort of suggest to summon on that because there's so many featured units that your chances of pulling the specific unit you want is so low, even if you get a featured unit. I mean, if you're keen on Super Saiyan 4 Goku, it depends on your coin tally, but if you're kind of staring down the barrel of 400 plus coins, I would probably suggest to just summon on Super Saiyan 4 Goku's debut banner, rack up the coins, and then buy, honestly, just buy the GT Duo. I might get slammed for this, but the Z Duo is not worth coins in my opinion. I don't know. They are fantastic, but their overall value compared to the GT Duo, for example, is quite lacking. And I'm not trying to slam the unit. I'm not trying to say they're a bad unit. I'm not trying to say they're even low value. But in comparison to a unit like the GT Duo that is such high value, even I'm in this screen just to kind of go through the red coin options because I was asked that before in the chat. World Tournament Goku right now, looking through, I'd say him. Majunia is very valuable given that villains are so stiff at the moment. Gohan is not worth it. Piccolo is. These guys probably just jumped a little bit in value thanks to the new Blue Goku and Vegeta / Vegito. Cooler, again, for villains is quite valuable. And then out of the rest of them, I wouldn't go Zamasu. As good as he is, I would probably instead maybe suggest summoning again. But for 400 coins when this guy is available, and this guy's available for an extra 100, yeah, World Tournament Goku's, I like to recommend things based on value, total value. And while you may argue this guy is, fantastic in terms of how he can perform sometimes, same with Cooler, for example, pardon me, the team that this guy leads is so crazy. I cannot recommend it higher, especially if you're thinking of Bulma, which you definitely should be. And a good partner for Bulma is this guy here. So, yeah, they're my current. Holly's going to dinner. Hopefully we're still streaming. I'll probably give it a couple of hours total, so I'll probably be on for another hour and a bit, I'd imagine. I do have to kind of get to, I mean, like I said, it's the morning here, so I do have work and other things to get to, but I hope to see you around. And like I said, Holly, I'll 100% see you in other streams and in the Discord and on videos and everything moving forward. So never feel like you're missing out because there's plenty of me to go around, so to speak. Dark says, Shadow says, yeah, the Tanabata banner is only worth it if you're just starting fairly new. There's too many duds on that banner. Yeah, I totally agree. And even then, even if you're new, it's still hard to confidently recommend it, given that there's step ups on New Year's, and then the New Year's Christmas, I should say, around about then, and then the actual New Year's Dokkan Fest, which I think will be when they merge the games. That's my personal prediction. I can go into that into more detail if you want. Agree, they don't tank against STR bosses to me. There's a chance there might be a Treasure Cruise. It might be like Treasure Cruise, which I think dumped a catch-up banner. Yeah, I think there will be a catch-up banner, something similar at least. Z Duo hate in the chat. We need a super long event so they can shine again. Yeah, again, it's not hate. it's practicality, I guess, is the best way to say it. It's just, unfortunately, when you weigh up every factor you need to make a decision on what unit to buy with coins, their leader will always be overshadowed by their counterpart in the GT duo, as will their performance. I love them. I really do. I really enjoy using them. But yeah, when it comes to recommendations of things like that, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I mean, look, if they're a character that you see a lot of value, a lot of hype in, please go for it. But yeah, it's hard for me to recommend. GT Duo is much better right now for sure. Damage reduction build up is much better than crit. I totally agree, especially because that crit, it builds up as quick as the damage reduction, but you'd rather build up defensively quicker than you would offensively better. You know what I mean? What missions are we going for here? If I do pull the GT Duo, then I can buy Super Saiyan 4 Goku with red coins. I'd have to wait longer for Vegito Blue or Corrupted Merged Zamasu. Well, Super Saiyan 4 will be available in March for Saiyan Day, you'd expect. And then the current LRs, Vegito and Zamasu, will be available during the anniversary. Well, I mean, possibly even in January. If we're synced by the 9th anniversary, we could have the current new LRs available by the anniversary. Have I considered doing watch parties again? Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm open to literally anything for streaming. Like I said, this is the first of my regular streams. So I'm just kind of going to go through a few missions. What do we got? Realm of Gods. Let's do a Realm of Gods. I'll ask the chat. Realm of Gods Extreme or Realm of Gods Superclass? You let me know what team you want me to use. Madara is calling it a night. Greg, good to catch you on stream. Looking forward to the next one. Thanks, mate. I appreciate you tuning in, as I do everyone who's tuning in, whether they be in the chat or just lurking. Have a good night's sleep, mates. Rest up. Big week ahead. Go for it. I said in your server I was thinking of making a Dokkan guide, and yeah, I was thinking of being able to tell what's a good banner is. Sorry, let me just read that again. I said in your server, but I was thinking of making a Dokkan guide, and yeah, I think being able to tell what's a good banner is really important. Yeah, it's something that I've toyed with. I've done a fair few drafts actually of doing like a guide for banners, or more importantly, not necessarily a guide for banners, but a guide for how to value units, at least from my perspective. But I just not quite nailed the format yet, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's one of the many things that I've got in the pipeline. I'm just not yet satisfied with its current form, but it is something that I will do. So it looks like we're doing Extreme Class by unanimous decision, because you'll be clearing Future Saga at the same time doing that. Oh, is that the other mission, is it? Okay, cool. Yeah, well, let's do that. Assuming we're synced in the next year or so, that would probably either mean Tanabata LR would be the one that takes longest to return. I personally think that Tanabata in its current form on JP will be retooled. I was going to say scrapped, but it won't be scrapped. It'll be retooled to be the global anniversary, basically. So during that period, they'll get 2 LRs and 2 carnivals as opposed to one Dokkan Fest and 1 carnival, because it's at the same time as the anniversary anyway. I mean, it's kind of hard since any unit could get a sudden buff. LR Goku Black and Zamasu is a good example. They got a massive buff. Yeah, dude, they're still fantastic. I love that unit. I like to use them because they are 10. Okay, sweet. So, Extreme, Future Saga. Where is my Extreme tag here? Future Saga, Realm of Gods, full match, Extreme. So, Uno, Dos, Tres, Cuatros. You can come too, and so can you. I don't think we're going to be under too much threat. These, oh god damn it, of course. Maybe you could put a banner grade somewhere on the banner guide. I've stopped doing the banner guides actually for a while. The unit guides are so time consuming and in depth that I've kind of just gone with that. I would like to bring back the banner guides, but I think I would like to redesign them a little bit. But yeah, I think actually that's a fantastic idea, Epic. Actually, a banner guide, a grade. I was going to put grades on the unit guides as well, but I'm not as confident with that. I am going to retool a few things, and if anyone's actually, I'll do a little bit of a. Let me. I showed it in the Discord yesterday, and even in the creators Discord that I have with Shadow and King and Joe and everyone like that, and Rado. I'm working on something, and this is a little bit of a. Oh no, that's not the one. Where is Samsung Flow? This is a little bit of a sneak peek at something that I'm working on. Putting the defensive stat on screen when a unit attacks. It takes a fair bit of editing and everything like that. But what I'm going to try and do is... so here's a second attack as well. I did 2 attacks for this one. As you can see, I think it looks quite good. But I'm going to try and do like one of those unit showcases where it focuses on only one unit. Like I'm going to edit it so that you don't see any other unit on the team attack. It's just going to be like that. And then like I did for... where is my channel? Can I just go to... I wanted to go to the actual channel page. The video I did... this one here, this Goku thing, I did an overlay where it was all about him. You know what I mean? Like I kind of rated all of his different stats and everything like that. I want to try and bring that back in a way, and then use that that defense kind of display in conjunction with that. All right, I think that's the team. I would put the overlay up, but that would hide the chat. It's up to you. Do you want the units? I don't think I have the overlay constructed for the 2 Goku Blacks, or the Goku Black and the Rose at the end there. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. You got some of the most unique ideas. Shame it ain't getting more. Well, honestly, my last video, look at it. It's my best ever performing video. And my sub count went through the roof because of it. 2.3k. A lot of positive feedback from it as well. That's when people should pay attention. Yeah, look again. I really. Oh no, God. Okay, actually, that's a good thing. I wanted to get those hits in, but we need the stack, don't we? Yeah, I'm hoping that these ideas take off. I mean, even my standard overlay in that last video was really well received. It's very rare that anyone kind of criticizes the overlay, but I think this new aspect ratio is really a real positive change. I don't know what it seems like for you guys. I don't know what device you're watching on right now, but I think it's just a little bit more mobile friendly. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm hoping that's a little bit of a part of what's going on. Well, I guess I should do... Nah, well, we've got a Rainbows of Muscle. We may as well let him build up. I don't know if he's going to finish this phase in one shot or not, but I'd like those four hits at the end. I mean, we're definitely going to finish it before Rose gets an attack, but I mean, that would be his opportunity to get that finishing blow. What's he going to do here? Oh, 10 mil! He's so much fun. He is so much fun. I love it. Oh, yeah, and he does. Of course he crits. You're on PC and it's fine. It's a bit obvious it's made for phones, but yeah, okay. Yeah. What do you watch primarily on PC, Urban and Tide? It does look a little weird for Dokkan, but it fits. Why, actually? Speaking of weird, I've just realised that the background is a little bit... where are we? I need to adjust the size of that. There. It's just kind of covered. Have fun with the rest of the stream, Greg. Got to go to work now, but I'm mostly recovered. Have a good day. Yeah, don't overdo yourself, Joe. Rest up if you can. Thanks for joining us. I obviously always appreciate it. But yeah, keep the rest up, dude. Would hate to see you burn out quicker again. Thanks for coming though, as always. Used extreme stars. Used extreme. Jeez, look at that 8 points. Jesus. I mean, he's got support, but used extreme class realm of gods of Patara. Do another one. Oh yeah, he took an attack, so he's going to do another one. He's going to be so good. For GT and LV respectively before AGLs and muffs. I actually held off using. Oh, look at him. Absolutely crazy. I held off using the new LR Zamasu a fair bit towards the end. Oh, hang on. I need to put Do Not Disturb on. Actually, I'm just going to... Sorry, that's work. I need to quickly check that, if that's okay. Sorry, this is a job for my business. Oh, I'd like that job. It's big, but how much is it? No, don't worry about it. Sorry, I just needed to quickly check that. I'll flick Do Not Disturb on. Sorry about that. Well, you guys need hits before your guard runs out, so I'm going to do that. Going to do that with a key going on. Yeah, mainly a PC viewer. Phone when I'm busy about doing something and I need something in the background. I mean, look. Yeah, again, 2/3 of my viewers, according to the analytics, are on mobile, which is why I did this change. I have heavily considered. Well, what I might do, it'll depend. It's hard to say. I was even thinking of releasing literally every video twice. Once like this, and the other one in the old aspect ratio for both people. But that may be a bit ambitious. AGL's must was such a silly, easy A Dokkan really outdid themselves. Yeah, honestly, look, people want to hang a little bit of grief on STR Cooler, but let's be honest, he's still very, very good in my opinion, and Zamasu is kind of reminiscent of how good he was last year for the LR Cooler. I'm just glad that they're not the same type again this year. That was really annoying last year, actually. Blazer is a Dokkan phone man, currently on Android as of February, March this year. Yeah, your change makes sense. I don't think that would be good in terms of getting... Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with you there. Maybe if... Because I'm obviously pushing quite hard for... Get the final blow. Get the final blow. Let's see Rose go hard. Come on, get it. Oh, damn it. Oh, he's dodging just because of Ultra Instinct, I guess. Yeah, maybe if, like, if X takes off, because I'm obviously posting my videos on Twitter/X as well. So that's gonna be primarily mobile, I'd imagine. Not too many people will be watching my videos on X through PC, I don't think. So I might even pivot back later on YouTube to be like the cinematic version of my content, and X to be the mobile version of my content. That is a future possible plan. But as it's... Ooh. Let's do this. We use both the active skills here, do you reckon? We should, shouldn't we? I'm going to start a channel soon, since I have a good video in making, and I want to ask, how do you improve your chances of being in the search algorithm and being seen by people? Make good content. Obviously, that's not going to get you all the way. The things... There's not really any way to manipulate the algorithm too hard. Let's do it. Oh, no. Oh, we want the animation, don't we? Sorry, I'm gonna reset the game so we hey, Joe Gaming Axe. Yo, what's up, Greg? Glad to see you growing a bunch lately. I've been seeing you on the grind YouTube and Twitter a lot. Good shit. The sheets you make are cool for the community as well. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's the grind is the grind. And it is refreshing to get a bit of recognition for that, or a little bit of attention. To go back to Ty's question, a bit of it, look, I'll be honest, it's I don't like doing it myself personally, but it kind of ties into that last video that took off. A semi-clickbaity title will always help, and a good thumbnail will always help, but it's not guaranteed. Clickbaity is not my style. That's why, like, that title there even it's more of a question: is it the best team? It's a contender at the very least. Like I don't kind of just leave it at the best team. That's when I think some people can get a bit. It can rub people the wrong way, which is not something I like to do. So yeah, I mean, titles and thumbnails are probably the best, but more importantly, like they will bring people in, but you need people to stay. So it's incredibly important to make sure your content is unique. Anyone can and anyone can put a phone screen on a video and then put two random pictures next to it, but unless you've got something on top of that or in addition to that that makes people go, oh, so he is doing something different. He's not just basically truth without rainbow units. He's not basically Goresh but can't translate. You know what I mean? Like that's why I have those, just to sort of hide the chat for a quick sec. That's why I've got these units there, you know what I mean? Like on the side there. That's people come in and go, oh, I see. He has gameplay like everyone else, but he also is showing me something that I haven't seen before. And now the aspect ratio ties into that as well. Plus the unit guides that I do that Joax Gaming just brought up. You need to be unique, in my opinion. Not everyone is, and some people still succeed. That's great. And I'm not trying to sort of tell anyone they are doing it wrong or anything like that. But I fail to see how genuine success is possible without being truly unique. That's probably the way I'd say it. Well, the idea for the content was going to be very niche, and the video I make is in the making is over 50 minutes. The time there, 50 minutes. If it's really unique, go for it. But I would be lying if I said that seems like it's too long, if that makes sense. What am I doing here? I need 4 tech orbs for the support. So let's see what our defense is. 3.5 and 1.7. It'll jump now, obviously. 4 points. Yeah, wow, crazy. I think, in my experience, if you manage to find your niche or something to make you stand out in a way that and get lucky and exposure, you rack up views. Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think that's very similar to what I was saying before. Not quite, but expanding a little in a little bit more details. Um, your long videos, they they're gonna. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me to say, really, honestly. There is a chance that the length could drive people away unless you're really engaging from the start, keeping people, or unless it's like a tutorial even. But that's engaging. You know what I mean? Um, my summon titles are relatively basic, but at least some of them are meant not to be summoned on. Yeah, look, summons are summons. You're gonna really struggle to be unique for summon videos, to be perfectly honest. Um, for me, it was the custom event series. Yeah, custom stuff didn't do quite as well as I would have liked it to on my own channel, unfortunately. But I mean, custom content suits some people. I don't think it maybe I might revisit it later on, but I'm actually Joe. Seeing as you're here, I think you might like what I'm about to show. But I'm just going to catch up with the chat before I do. Um, Truth is unique with his personality. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Also on the topic of the active skill, James Masters is fantastic as Masu. Oh, mate, I reckon he's arguably the best voice actor in the series currently. Maybe I might get slayed for that. Yeah, an alternative team play options are a thing if you don't have the main units for certain events. I totally agree with that as well. I feel you on the titles. I felt the growth spike a few months ago when I had to make the titles more catchy. Felt damn near guilty. Yeah, dude, like that's exactly what I was saying before. Like, I've put like, is this the best unit in Dokkan Roro in a couple of my videos, and they do quite well. And I also had that guilty is the right word. I mean, you don't feel bad in terms of like you've committed a crime or nothing, but you do feel a little bit dirty, with yourself. Dokkan YouTube content is very excessive, so it's hard to get yourself out there if you were just doing what everyone else does. Yeah, exactly right. Couldn't agree more. One key difference is that I don't do news or guides on gashes. Uh, guides will always be a good thing in my opinion. If you're doing a guide that no one else is doing, because then it's up to you to make it better, if that makes sense, and that's difficult to do. One key difference. Sorry, it's what I just read. The video in. Oh Jesus Christ! Look at Zamasu. Was he do a third? Yeah! Rainbow Zamasu going hard. Love it. The video I'm making hasn't been made by anyone on YouTube in detail or in good quality. Well, you can only give it a shot. And I mean, he wasn't even built up. Holy shit. And you're still doing 14 because you're absolutely mental. Yeah, and that's fine. Not everything fit for everyone's channel is what I believe. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, you got to know. Always do what you're comfortable with. You know what I mean? Like, if someone was to say to me, hey, I'd love to see you rainbow every unit like Truth does. Respectfully, I'd say no. That's not gonna. I'm not comfortable doing that. A, financially, let's be real, but B, just I don't know. I don't think that'll suit me. I'm not comfortable doing that, if that makes sense. So yeah, not everything will suit everyone. Sorry, I'm just gonna make sure the audio loops. It's probably gonna start again now, but it doesn't really matter. All right, so I'm gonna show you, Joe. Ready? Where are we? A little bit of a sneak peek. I've decided to add defense stats and little symbols next to gameplay. So I'm going to try and do like unit. I'm going to call it unit spotlights. At the moment, the idea is having a series, maybe one video a week, because it's quite a lot of editing to get this right. I'm going to do a series called Unit Spotlight where I edit the gameplay so it's simply just one unit that you see attacking. So you won't see anyone else in the team attack. But yeah, I'm also going to try and make the overlay akin to, like, I don't think I'm going to show all the units on the side like I usually do. I think I'm going to keep the aspect ratio and the structure similar to what it is now, but I think I'm going to make I'm going to have more of an infographic on the side, more relative to the unit. On the channel is not even about Dokkan. It's more about certain power metal bands. Oh, cool. Well, that's very niche. That'll be cool. Rado, I agree. At this rate, I make what others make too, but I'm just happy putting out content. Look, you're right. Look, Rado, to be perfectly blunt with you, yours is very similar to a lot of other creators, without being specifically unique in any particular way quite yet. But that's where personality also comes into it at the end of the day. Look, I'm not trying to say it can certainly work, and yours is working. You're just shy of 700 subscribers. That may seem low in the context of YouTube because you're consistently being shown all these other creators that are in the hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands or whatever it might be, but they're the outliers. Like, it takes a long time to get there, and ultimately personality is going to get you there. If you've hit 700 subscribers like Rado is about to, by essentially doing what everyone else is doing, and I don't mean that unkindly, you're doing a good thing with who you are. It's your personality that's getting you there, and anytime you're feeling like you've plateaued and you're not gaining the traction that you might otherwise want, just sit back and go, well, no, I've got to 700 people across the world want to watch what I'm doing so much that they subscribe. They may not watch every video. I mean, look, I have, 1,200 subscribers now, and until only recently, I'd be lucky if I hit 100 views per video. You've just got to block all of those analytic kind of things out and just continue making what you think is fun, because the moment that people see someone who's passionate about what they're doing, they will like it. You cannot fake passion. This is like, I don't know if I'm sure someone else has probably said this in terms of giving advice out before, but as far as I'm concerned, you cannot fake passion, and passion is engrossing. Passion is addictive for viewers. My laptop is breaking. I tried showcasing units before and I didn't feel like just didn't feel it at all, so I stopped doing it altogether. Yeah, see, everyone's a bit different, and if you didn't feel it, then like I was just saying, people sensed that was not something that instilled passion or anything like that. So knowing that and getting ahead of that and not trying to persist with something that you're not into is incredibly wise and incredibly mature to sort of stop that and go, well, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. And always make content that you want to make. Don't let anyone tell you what they want you to make, because they are going to be one of your potential of million subscribers. You know what I mean? If you hit 1 million subscribers and there's one person asking you to rainbow every unit, every video, they're probably not the viewer that's going to stick around anyway. They want you to be different to who you are and never be anyone you're not. Shadow asks, Greg, what is your favorite category to run? Also, what are your plans for the rest of the stream tonight? Any other runs planned? Well, yeah, I'm just going to keep doing these missions. I actually decided to hold off on these missions for the stream. And I think the other one for this one is Dragon Ball Saga. So for a little bit of variety, and I actually held off this mission so I could buy Kid Goku with coins. So now I have him at 69%. I bought 2 copies of him. My favorite category to run, Power of Wishes at the moment. Power of Wishes is my favorite category currently. I really enjoy that category. That's actually really unique, sort of like a montage. Yeah, very much like a montage or a quick fire showcase, I guess, a fast paced showcase. So ideally, like in a normal 10-minute run, you're running it like kind of 1.5 minutes per turn with every unit sort of shown. So it might end up being only a 5-minute video, which might actually be a little bit more accessible to people. They might be more inclined to watch the whole thing. The watch time is actually the problem with me getting monetized at the moment. I'm just not retaining the time in which people are viewing my videos, so I'm trying to work on that a little bit at the moment. Tried going into Dokkan YouTube a year ago and it's just not for me. Didn't really enjoy it. I mean, look, I rambled about it before, but if you didn't enjoy it, no one's going to watch it. They might enjoy watching you do it, but ultimately it's never going to be peak enjoyment because you're not, and that's incredibly important to recognize. I may not have much variety, but the fact that playlists exist for specific events, shorts included, definitely help people grasp an idea of what they should do or run. Yeah, I agree. I make playlists. By the way, I'm not sure if anyone's noticed, but if I can find my channel again, I have playlists for literally every unit. Android 17, Super Boo. It's a little bit tricky to navigate, but I enter every time I do a run. I will put that run in the playlist for each respective unit on the team, so that hopefully there's a big back catalogue that people can go through later. I mean, it depends on the personality. Like, I don't think I have a good personality aside from just being optimistic and kind of quiet. Look, for some people that's perfect, Urban. Like, never underestimate who you are in terms of how other people perceive you. I mean, maybe I might seem quite intense in this current conversation, but like you, I'm pretty chill dude. Like, maybe that's your appeal. Maybe you're just a really nice, relaxing time to view. Like, some people like the whole, Mr. Beast thing where, or whatever, everyone's real bombastic and really, out there and outgoing or whatever. And that's great. Like, people love that, but there's always a balance, and people might come to your content if they just want a nice, just chill out. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to run Dragon Ball Saga now, so I'm going to pick the team. Yeah, you just want to, your persona is the one they come to just really mellow out, and don't underestimate that. Seriously, it's really important that you don't think that you need to be like anyone else. Who else am I bringing here? Jesus. I'm going to bring these guys. They're a rainbow. I don't want too much rainbow orb changing. Actually, you guys have easy 8, haven't you? Yes, so I'm going to bring you guys. Oh, hang on. I took them off and then pressed OK. I don't know if people would want to watch Down to Earth Dokkan gameplay. Everyone will watch every version of every content, providing that it's engaging. And engaging doesn't necessarily mean out there, like I just said. Like, Dokkan Lo-Fi that's playing in the background, done by Stray Michael, is really chill Dokkan music. Trust me when I tell you that is popular, and being relaxed and chill will always be a market. You've just got to have that passion, like I said. If you're faking the relaxed type of personality, it's not going to work. Same thing as if you're going to fake the kind of bombastic, real, energetic. If it's not you, it's not going to work. It's as simple as that. Like, yeah. If I'm being honest, if you get rapid growth, it's going to be really bad for you because you don't know how to handle the sudden fame and could get to your head rather than steady growth. That is true. That is true. I don't think, well, for me personally, I don't think fame is ever going to be a factor. Like, I am specifically anonymous for a reason. I don't want me as a human being, like, I'll level with you guys. Greg Dorr is not my real name. I don't want me as a human and my personal opinions or anything like that to be relevant to the channel. Greg Dorr is who I'm speaking as right now. I am just the guy that you come to talk Dokkan. I hope I seem legit to you guys in terms of, like, I'm not being, oh, god damn it, Cord. Maybe I am a truth clone. The Cord is just being a pain in the ass. Sorry. But yeah, fame can get to people's heads for sure. Oh, hang on. What do we got going on here? Well, we may as well do this. 7 orbs. This will be interesting, actually. Facts. I have no team builds for Power Wishes. Maybe we'll get some more of those units as an alternative option for the... Yeah, it's not a big category, but good God, it's powerful. True. What I like to do is create a spotlight on all other content creators so that we continue to grow together. That's why I love displaying other content. Yeah, I mean, look, hey, Rado, I mean, I'm not trying to put ideas in your head necessarily, but hey, if you want to take it, run with it. Maybe a good pivot or a good addition to your channel in that vein, like you were saying, could be like reactions to or commentary on other people's content. I'm not sure whether that might rub some people the wrong way or not. I don't want to speak for anyone else, but you're more than welcome to do whatever you want with mine. But you know, you might go, hey, I watched, you know, I'm just going to use other people for example because I don't like making it about me if possible. But maybe you watch, you know, King Hitman's latest video, and you know, maybe you noticed a few things that you would have done differently. Maybe you want to talk about the alternative choices of units in the team that he took. Maybe you want to talk about certain tactics within that run that you might have done differently. You know what I mean? Maybe you can talk about that, and obviously not to be negative. Like, I've probably brought up a couple of negative, not to say they're specifically negative, but I can understand why people would perceive them as negative. But it's more informative than anything. But you know what I mean? Like to highlight another creator, but put your own spin on it. That might be an idea for you as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's just creatively thinking or thinking outside the box, that kind of thing. I was also going to do an achievement-driven channel for like 100% games, and going over the entire process. Yeah, you've got people like what is it? The guy who like 100% every game. What's his name? I'm having a mental blank. But he's really good at doing that. First Dokkan tuber that made people fall asleep. Hey, look, if people want to, you know, throw the headphones on and they see value in your calming voice, talk through summons or talk through a bit of gameplay, and they happen to fall asleep, not because you're boring, but because you put them in a place where they have relaxed so hard they finally fell asleep, there is value to that too, so don't underestimate it. Budokai 3 was definitely peak, not just for chronological storylines, but for the bonus features that were never included in this. Oh, dude, flying around that world in Budokai 3 is my #1 favorite Dragon Ball game, period, even including Dokkan, to be perfectly honest. The amount of hours that my brother and I wasted together, just sitting back and enjoying flying around as like the different characters was amazing. Yeah, Budokai 3 is a huge factor of why I love this franchise, obviously other than the anime itself. Epic Memes is back. Sorry I didn't address you earlier, dude. I did see you there. I'm trying to catch up on the chat while playing at the same time. The court shows no mercy. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Honesty is always appreciated, no matter how painful or brutal it might be. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. And I mean, it ties back to feedback from viewers and feedback between each other. Honesty will always be valuable, whether it's appealing to you or not for that specific point. It's, you know, 7 mil. These guys are good. But in all seriousness, if I do make Dokkan content, it would probably want to be seen as the kind of chill guy, nothing bombastic. And just do it, dude. Like, experiment. I said it to someone the other day, but then also I would like to do stuff like make a border showcase, which I know is hard to do. Look, I said it to someone the other day. One of the biggest advantages that small or unseen creators have is the benefit of experimentation without consequence. If you have no viewers and there's no one to tell you you're doing it, like there's no one to kind of push back, and I'm sure that's great for feedback. But if you're like, I'm not sure, just experiment, man. Like, you might find that, yeah, completionist, that's the guy. The Truth was definitely like that. And yes, OpenFire. There are plenty of videos I've watched as I'm falling asleep. It gives views and you can always go back and finish up later. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I totally agree. Speaking of Budokai 3, just shows Budokai 3 just got achievements on retro achievements, so you can actually get unique medals on your profile when you complete them. Oh, cool. Budokai 3 helped with my big interest in the series, even with the anime. You're actually replaying it right now, Ty. Yeah, love that game. I've got nothing more to add to that, really. It is a great game. Ooh, let's see what these guys do now. The support on rotation. PC emulations. The questions people have for unlocking characters' voice memos appealing they exist. Yeah, that's right. I was talking to me that when I said that, the biggest. I'll touch on that point again. The biggest advantage small creators have is the benefit of experimentation without consequence. You can't, you know, if someone like Mr. Beast right now, for example, I'm just going to use like the biggest dude on the planet, but if he decided to start making, you know, makeup tutorials, I just used a random one that doesn't seem to be in his wheelhouse. It might be, who knows, I don't know him. But maybe he did that, and maybe like a good portion of his subscribers are like, why are you doing this? This is not why I watch you. I don't know why this is, like, it's got nothing to do with your broad appeal from the start. Yeah, I totally understand if he kind of went down and people weren't super keen on him anymore. But for someone like me, like I said, I've just experimented with a brand new aspect ratio, and fortunately it's worked. But it hasn't, you know, it may not have worked, it's fine, but experimentation is huge, and I think people can somewhat really underestimate, especially for smaller creators, how important experimentation really is. This team's good. I mean, not that this event is hard or anything, but still. Where are we? Budokai 3 is also one of the few fighting games I put hours in trying to learn combos and whatnot. Honestly, it's probably one of the weaker games in that sense, personally, in my opinion, but it was one of the most fun. I loved the transformations. I've got lots of ideas of how to make a really good Dragon Ball game, and I'd love to be employed by those that kind of develop them, but I doubt that'll ever happen. I'd love to be employed by Dokkan, to be honest, because I reckon I can make the game significantly better, but I mean, I'm not sure how keen they would be on that. Also, one of the few games I still remember playing in contrast to Raging Blast series or Tenkaichi. Tenkaichi, despite the fact that 4 is coming out, and I'm probably going to add Tenkaichi 4 to my channel when it does. The Tenkaichi series isn't as fond to me as what the Budokai series was. So yeah, a lot of advanced Budokai stuff is block cancelling. Yeah, that's it. Jeez, this Goku goes hard when you want him to, 2.3 for normal is really good as well. 6.4. These guys are really impressive. I mean, I'm not sure their defense would be red zone ready, but I mean, 6.4 with 3.8 to follow up. That's a good. Let's see what happens here, bro. That's as good as double digits. Like, let's be honest, we'll heal that with orbs. Just Kid Goku. Yeah. No, I think people got way ahead of themselves expecting any more news from that. I guess a question for you guys then is: do you think that that footage they showed of Budokai 4 was gameplay, or do you think it was just part of their like what do you call it? Pardon me, like a cinematic? My guess is the trailer is basically announcing the game starting development. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was, and I think it's probably a little bit silly to expect it to be anything more than that. Like, I don't think, even if that was gameplay, we will not see gameplay for a while. Like, I think they probably worked to render that specific scene within gameplay just to give us that sneak peek, whereas I think they're probably still very, like, in early to mid development, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'd like that to be the footage. If that's in-game footage, like they're onto a really good thing. I think it's pre-alpha gameplay. It's just Goku on Namek. It could easily be done with a team, since Namek is quite easy to make. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's technically kind of gameplay, but when you transform it becomes somewhat cinematic. So it's technically not gameplay, but it is, if that makes sense. That would be cool. I think that's a good idea. I would like them to, also a good thing about taking a long time, there's a chance for DBS to return and manga content. Yeah, that's true. You don't get any more links from them. I'm not going to use that. I'll probably use it on the next term with a friend, to be honest. I'm just going to keep going. I wonder if we'll get hurt here. I wonder what we take from a super here. I was hoping that Goku and Bong would get super, to be honest. I personally don't want them to do like a Budokai Tenkaichi 3 roster, which has like every form of every character from every series ever. I don't like that idea. I think that that would water down the variety. I think that was a problem with me with Tenkaichi 3, is that it just felt like too many units were pretty much just reskins of others, despite there being such a big roster. I'd prefer them to narrow it down a bit and make everyone feel really unique. That would be my preference. But I mean, I digress. They can do what they want, I guess. I'll be playing, obviously, but I still want Xenoverse 3 personally. I like the MMORPG thing. The idea, I guess. I think there's potential within the series that they're afraid to give, if that makes sense. We should finish off here. Let's do this. Toriyama said something about the DBS. Honestly, I've given up listening to Toriyama. I don't mean that disrespectfully. But especially in regards to how the anime versus the manga will differentiate, I'm just consuming them both individually at the moment and enjoying them for what they are. Fans that bang on about like, I should have done that after I got Orbs with Goku, to be honest, but that was silly. Any fans that bang on about canon and stuff these days, just it's so boring to me. Everything's so sketchy when it comes to canon. It's just not worth caring anymore. Just enjoy it for what it is. Would be fun. Oh, the triple super Bulma. Woo! It would be funny to confuse people who only watch the DBS anime to see someone like Hearts. I think that'd be fun. Well, Hearts is in the Dragon Ball Heroes anime, so they could at least include characters from that. I think that'd be a good idea. I kind of hot take I have is that I don't think canon matters that much with Dragon Ball. Like, sure, it's important to say if something's from manga or GT or whatever, but for something like GT was specifically referred to as Gaiden, which is another story. Yeah, I kind of am in a similar boat. Canon means nothing to me. As long as I kind of have as long as they make it clear what is happening in the current series. So, you know, episode 1 of Dragon Ball Super 2 or whatever it might be, you know, is a continuation of Dragon Ball Super, then fantastic. If they make Dragon Ball H, for example, for a random name, I would, you know, and they said, oh, it's a continuation of GT, I'd be like, okay, cool. So at least I know everything that's happened before is good. Urban Pie's off. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, Tide's off. Sorry, I just saw see you, and then I kind of was like, okay. Tide's off. Thanks for tuning in, mate. I'm sorry about the other account not coming up in the chat. I've got no idea how that was possible. But I'm glad you had another account to chat. It's always good having you around. They don't want to see anything special like Bardock, Future Gohan, and Family Kamehameha. Like, how can that even happen in the manga or anime? I don't like going back the way they did with Bardock in the manga, but I'm not going to get into that. I don't think. I haven't formed a full opinion on that, to be honest. As long as something is narratively consistent, I don't care too much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What do we got here? Future Saga and Realm of Gods. Well, if that's the case, I don't know if I can make a Realm of Gods superclass. Oh, we're not going to get Vegito out anyway, are we? So I'll do the extreme one again. That was fun. Let's see if we can get the final hit in with Rose. Oh, I didn't take LR Rose last time, did I? I might take him. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Sorry. Take extreme. 79% looks like it is it. I'm going to take a 55%. I'm hoping that it might be full level 10 links. There we go. Oh, have you got dodge, you idiot? 55% as well. God damn it. Yeah, there's a lot of Vegetos, but I just don't think there's any way for us to get the new Vegito Blue out in these events. I just don't think we're going to take the damage. There we go. Alrighty, let's go. Oh, I guess it's turn 7 as well, but I don't really care, to be honest. This is a fun team regardless. I like this intro. I'm a little bit disappointed that there's no no footage of Zamasu crying. I was hoping that might be worked into his card somehow. That'll do. That will do. And that will do. Yeah, sorry, you're right, Pi. You can actually by turn 7, but yeah, whatever. We'll run a red zone. Actually, I've got to do the extreme rainbow team for red zone Cell Max. Actually, I was trying to do it with Zamasu's team the other day, and it dawned on me that they have no physical options. But I forgot that he leads just straight up extreme for 150%. So I might even throw someone like Janemba in there or something. See how he fares. Zamasu crying should have been the TUI or something. See you, Tide. Thanks again for coming. Really appreciate it. See you next week. Alrighty. I'm going to leave it like this because if the friend doesn't crit, we might be able to finish the phase with Rose, which would be really nice. 5 metal. Ah, Metal Cooler. Yes, with the revive especially, that would be. That's a good idea. Yeah, I actually think I'm disappointed. Oh, not disappointed. He's a fantastic unit regardless. Yes, finish off. Rose's. Yes, we got the finish of the phase with Rose, so he's going to be crazy good now. Yeah, I kind of wish the activation for the domain was a standby skill, and that he had an active skill attack that had separate conditions that could be technically at the same time as as the standby. It would have been cool to see the two things where one of them you go into the domain, the other one is an attack or something. I think that would have been really cool. You transform straight up. Okay. I'm going to do this, obviously. I forgot I had Chila. Yeah, Chila is a really good unit for his team, I think. Nice attack buff. Alright, cool. We'll do the double super, seeing he's going to get hit first. 7.4, no support. He's good. Stacking attack was so unnecessary for him, but I'm so glad he does it. It's such a user-friendly design too, especially with some of the area of effect enemies, like the Shinron, the triple super. Like Shinron, you can put Zamasu in slot 2, and he can still get hit before attacking. So you get those area of effect stages are really, really handy for this Zamasu team. Yeah, if she doesn't dodge old Chile, she's pretty fragile. All right, well, let's see what. May as well do this to bridge everyone. Let's see what we can get from Zamasu. Oh, sorry, from Rose here. I mean the TUR, seeing as he got that finish attack. Yeah, I'm gonna be running that Omega stage all the time. Does he lower attack here, please? Sorry, lower defense. He does. God damn it. Hey, look, we might 8 mil. Getting that finishing blow with Rose is crazy, huh? 9 mil. I love this Zamasu. The attack stats you're going to see from this LR Rose once he easy A's is going to be just absolutely mouth-watering, I reckon. Turn 5. Let's keep stacking, huh? Do that. We'll do that. Yep, and we're looking. The Zamasu at the end won't get any links, but that's all right. No, it's just a one-time buff means, I'm pretty sure. The Goku Zamasu unit from the 5th anniversary, he has several of those buffs, but it specifies in his passive, as opposed to the STR Rose, where it's just like he gets stats on the finishing blow. Almost time for my daily missions, 1 hour and 20. Yeah, so that'd be did he just triple again? Christ. Yeah, 10 a.m. my time is when the daily reset happens. So I might finish this mission and then go into Cell Max and then probably call it a stream. 2 hours is probably plenty. I've got a bit to do today actually, so we might, yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna push him now. I think he's got all links active there, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's fine. I want you to get like. I don't think you've taken any hits yet either. I have no idea what they'll do for the time for like logins and everything when the games sync. That's a good question. It'll be interesting. Blazer Dragon's off. Is he taken off? See you, man. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it, as always. Hope to see you next week. Same time, same place, obviously. Yeah. Oh, we're dodging. Okay. We finished. I think that's. Did he take 4 or 5 attacks? I can't remember. I wasn't paying full attention to the chat. Bang. Oh, we got another finishing blow. There you go, meme. So if he did stack, he would have got another one, but he doesn't. Oh, this is the final phase. All right. Well, yeah, let's do it. Light and justice. strike me. A weak god incapable of wiping out evil is worthless. Time zones, because snows lays me. What time is the login for JP? I can't remember anymore. I'm gonna do this. Pardon me. Domain expansion. I'm so glad that Zamasu thinks he's worthless. I'll do that. Yeah, there's still 4 tech orbs there, so everyone's defense will be better. Rose is still like fragile. Voice acting, he sounded really desperate. I'm just sitting back and I'm chilling, man. I love putting it in. Look at this Zamasu. If he does an additional here, even if it's a normal, so he'll probably do 3 attacks here, I think. Look at that. Is he going to one-turn Vegeta? Yes, he is. Oh, what a monster. Oh, crazy. Absolute madness. Imagine saying that to someone like 2 or 3 years ago, that AGL Zamasu would do like 60 million damage and 1-turn Legendary Vegeta event. Woo! He ain't worthless, boy. That light of justice struck him for sure. He ain't no weak god. Alright, well, how about we do... do we want to go into Cell Max, or do we want to do some like ticket summons? Because I've got a few tickets here. Obviously those ones from the Legendary Vegeta event and Legendary Goku event, but I've also got like 39 of these tickets as well. I don't mind doing a few summons. What do you reckon? Ticket summons? Yeah, alright. Well, this is the banner that I think is better for me. Raditz is rainbow, Ginyu is 90%, Gohan is rainbow, androids are 79%, rainbow. I think you're 90%, you're rainbow and you're rainbow. Whereas you're rainbow, you're 69%, you're 79, you're 69. Yeah, so and Pan's only 55%, so this is definitely the banner. I needed MVP, so I went for A first. Yeah, MVP 17 is great. I love that unit. I haven't used him enough since he's Easy A, but he's really good. In future Gohan, you mean? If you haven't done his hidden potential yet, my advice would just be don't do it. Just don't do it. Wait for his Easy A. I dare say additionals will be the way to go, but just... look what they did with Zamasu, who arguably should have been crit prior to Easy A, at least when he released, kind of thing. But now he is quite obviously additional. So my advice would be just chill. And if you're ever considering asking anyone advice over like hidden potential builds for other units, if you think they're going to Easy A sometime soon, or if they're not useful enough now, then probably hold off. AGL Zamasu's a Hellraiser. That was crazy, man. I don't think there was any support other than defense on that turn. No, there wasn't, because LR Rose was at the end. He doesn't give any attack support. Obviously, Domain doesn't either. I think that was 6 total stacks. He shredded Vegeta, man. Like, that was nuts. That was nuts. I love it. I have a huge soft spot for AGL Zamasu too, because I rainbowed him on his initial banner. So he's one of 2 units that I've rainbowed on the first banner. The other one was STR Namek. Oh, hang on. I'm getting something here. Flying solo, but rainbow text and a long Kamehameha. Hey! I think that's actually a useful dupe. I actually think that's useful.
That's cool. He might sub Easy A. I'd like him to sub Easy A that Insomasu because he has 40% damage reduction, so he could be quite useful. And I need to check his kit, but I don't think he's dependent on like superclass enemies, so he might actually be the more ideal Zamasu to use even over the new banner unit. So yeah, that Int Zamasu's got a bit of potential. Unfortunately, he's Int. It'd be nice, I mean, if that because physical, Jesus, physical is just dead in the water in that team. But let's check if that was a path for Broly. There's my Zamasu build for anyone interested. Obviously, a level 6 defense is on the cards whenever that may come. Oh, I've got a path for Tora. May as well use that. What's his? He only raises attack, so he raises allies attack as well. So I might give him a bit of additional. But dodge is probably more important for him. He's not going to do much else. Addition, yeah, 3 additions, fine, whatever. Oh no, I must have Rainbow Broly. Yeah, everyone else there is kind of just a little bit tricky. Turn that off. I thought Broly was oh, he's Rainbow. Okay, bummer. Oh well. I only rainbowed him recently. I actually think I might have bought him with the Redstone. I don't think I've used my Redstone for this celebration yet either, by the way. So I'll have to look into my options there as well. But it's probably worth waiting to the end of the celebration after I've used all those tickets and whatnot. Alright, no, not Cell Max, sorry. Where are we? Red Zone, Cell Max. Yeah, it's the Extreme mission. Nothing happened really. You didn't miss much. So we're here. No, hang on, that's not the team. Extreme here. We need to go Rainbow, so I'm taken. Let's reset. Well, AGL is obviously going to be Zamasu, so AGL. We've got Tech. Pardon me, hiccups. We can't get a finishing blow, so you're not useful, really. What are you? Worldwide Chaos, Fuse Fighters. I'm going to give these guys a shot because they have dodge as well. That can be my STR unit, and then they'll also have Fuse Fighter if we can transform with them. Which turn 5 maybe we can. Who knows? Or actually no, you support. So I'm going to bring you. We need an int. Sorry, I'm just going to close that window. Apologise if you can hear a whippersnipper going on in the background. That's incredibly inconvenient. So physical. Cooler. Yeah, with the revive. Probably is the way to go. What do we need now? Int. I'm going to bring Int Zamasu. I'm hoping for the domain. And then we can choose whoever we want now, really, can't we? So I'm going to bring... Well, of course. That would have been the good int option, I guess. Alright. It should be good here. Alright. Oh, interesting first turn. Both Zamasu. So we shouldn't take too much damage unless Cooler gets slapped to bits. But what do we? AGL is the first phase? Yeah. This might be silly. What does it go? It goes AGL, Tech, Int. Is it physical or STR is fourth phase? I might actually do that. I want to try and save them. do that. You used Tech Corrupted Zamasu, AGL Zamasu, Inch Number, Physical Metacooler, Sealess, and Tech Gomasu? Tech Gomasu. Oh, that's Goku Black and Zamasu, I'd imagine, the Rose one. Yeah. And there. Alright. Bang, bang. You shot me down. Bang, bang. You hit the ground. Got a message that the thing I had to do has been moved on Friday, so I'm back now. Oh, cool. It's 1 a.m, but who cares? Chill stream. Yeah, man. I won't be on for too much longer. I reckon I'll give this a couple of attempts, or if I complete it in this attempt, I'll probably wrap it up after that. That's a couple of hours. I don't really have too much more time than that on a Monday morning, but I think that's enough. I think we have a good chat regardless. And that's 4 hits at the end for Metal Cooler, so his passive will be fully built. It's a real shame that they didn't categorize Cell Max's super here, so that Cooler could nullify it, but you know. We're going to do the revive. We probably are. Oh no, we just survive. Anyone have the LR Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta Rainbow? I need them for a friend lead. Oh, such a horrible unit. I got him 90%. I don't understand why they made free plays Zamasu Goku's body. I reckon that could have been a really cool part 2 unit, and they very well could do that for part 2, honestly, and then have him transform into actual Goku Black. You know what I mean? I reckon that'd be cool, or even as an intro, that'd be good enough. I hate instant easy A's, to be honest with you. Actually, are we gonna get the giant form? No. What? What turn does he have to be for that to happen? Fourth turn. Okay. Oh, that's tricky. I'm gonna do this actually. He won't get big bad bosses, but he's like just a boss anyway, so it doesn't. I was hoping to save some orbs, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to do that, because then I can do this. And then do this. That's the way to go. What are you going to take? Turn 1, no build up, no big bad bosses. 150. That's fine. That's literally his worst. Double super. He needs 5 supers, I believe it is, to fully build up. So he's done 2. We'll get it. Oh, actually, Zamasu could get killed here. He's pretty fragile turn 1. I mean, he stacks his defense. Hopefully, we'll get the additional because he's got hide additional. He's dead. We're going to die here, I think. 50% damage reduction won't be enough, I don't think. No. He gets slapped up, especially with type disadvantage. That's okay. We'll give it another shot. When it loads, there we go. Alrighty. Oh, cool. Zamasu's on the first turn. That's very good, because then we got the LR Zamasu coming on the 3rd turn, so we have the bridge. And we don't have type disadvantage either. Turn 3 will be int, which is good because we can put. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but whatever. Yeah, we're going like this. I hope we're dodging in that final slot, by the way. I'm gonna do that. I want to save those orbs if possible, and then we've got Metal Cooler, so he'll have plenty of ki as well. This will do literally nothing because we got what, 80% damage reduction. Yeah, nice try, idiot. Cell Max. Not a huge fan of the character, to be honest. I feel like it was a waste of, considering that they like bringing back characters currently in Super. I feel like it was a waste of bringing back Cell, especially with Gohan being the kind of protagonist. I I feel like they missed an opportunity to kind of really be a bit more mature with the series, and like bringing back Cell should have really brought out some like PTSD for Gohan. Like he was a kid who was basically tortured by a monster, and then they just brought back this thing, and he was kind of like, yeah, well, this is just a mindless beast now. But yeah, I'm not huge on them bringing antagonists back either, but you know, yeah, it's Freezer I could have done without. Broly was pretty good. Because they didn't change it up too much, but just enough to make it seem kind of, well, what's turn 4? I'm going to do that, actually. That's actually a pretty good linking partner, all things considered. He's not going to get any of his passive, unfortunately, but that's okay. Yeah, ideally you'd want him to be in the original script was superhero was just Piccolo and maybe the Gammas. I doubt it. I don't think it's possible that they would do a full arc / movie without a Saiyan being front and center. I just don't think it's something they would do personally. But hey, that might have been the first script. And if so, I can totally understand why they opted against going for another couple of drafts, I guess. $7 mil. He gets an additional attack, I think, in slot 3. I need to familiarize myself with his passive a bit more, old Piccolo. Jesus, look at him go though. Like, he has no right to be this good. Absolutely no right. I'm glad he is, and look at that, that's 3 supers. Jesus. Yeah, dude, the Super Saiyans just don't. And because Goku Black only does 6 attacks per turn, unless you're getting most of them in turn 1, it's not worth bringing them. They're just not good enough. They're such a disappointing unit functionally, because they are such a pretty looking unit aesthetically. I think they are, without doing a proper list, they're easily top 5 animations in the game. Like in terms of the entire unit from start to finish, active skill, both supers, exchange, whatever you want to call the morale boost, whatever you want to call it. They are top 5 animations overall in the game, in my opinion. And this guy is in that conversation as well. He's top 5 in Zamasu. Oh, we got the double fusion thing going. Well, we're going to have to go like this, aren't we? We could get the double super with the AGL one, but that would only be hidden potential because he's not going to take a hit first, unfortunately. But that's okay. Yeah, so they've got KO screens, they've got everything. But unfortunately, they're just not good enough to run. It just sucks. I'm having so much fun with this unit, man. We saw what it did to Evolution Blue Vegeta in that mission. Alright, see what he does here. He had 1 stack in base, he just got 1 stack then, and he really just does not care for you, Cell Max. He just doesn't want to deal with your bullshit. That's basically double digits. Because Zamasu will take... Oh, he needs to take 5 hits, this LR Zamasu, to start healing. They're good enough for new accounts, yeah. They're fine for Dokkan events, but for a Dokkan Fest LR in 2022, when technically Cooler is their counterpart, they're not even close to good enough. Their damage is actually alright. Sorry if you can hear a lawnmower outside. Yeah, not ideal. I'm thinking of getting the... If I push now, what turn at 3? No, I'm going to leave him on rotation. I'm just going to do it like this, I think. Oh, and the leader skill is very good as well, yes. Insumasu's stack is still crisp. Oh, dude. Insamasu, yeah, like That's hugely rate that unit. I just wish that he could link with the LR, and I hope that's what's coming, personally. I really do. Bang. He's full. Let's go. 17 million! Oh, you're a 55% unit with 4 links active. And your additional normal is 4 mil, and you just... Christ. You are powerful. We might get the revive here, but to be honest, which is fine because he'll build up his it wouldn't take much. I've dealt with the code enough. We won't get the revive, I don't think. Oh yes, we will. I don't think it'll take much to change. That's why there's a version update. I mean, theoretically, they could change it without a version update. All they have to do is change one column in one line of the code for each unit that doesn't link, kind of thing. It's just there's unique character infos, which is it's a part of the character line in the code that they'd have to change. Going back to Gamble with Zero Stones. STR Piccolo tanks better than Vegeta and Trunks? Not necessarily. Not always. Version update is for a new feature apparently. I'm not sure if that's confirmed yet, is it? Let's just do this. You've had 1 stack in base and transformed. Let's see how you perform. STR Piccolo also needs movie hero allies. He gets 15%. I think it's 15% damage reduction per movie hero ally on the turn. So 30% total if both allies are movie heroes. 0 if neither of them are. Well, I mean, if you're using STR Piccolo on Vegeta and Trunks' team, which you can't. I'm not sure what team you're running then. Light of justice, strike me. 13 mil, 3 mil. Do another super, please. No, okay. Zamasu might finish this off here. He's doing 13 mils. I mean, to be fair, he's Rainbow, but still. And bang. I'll do another super here because he just did a second attack. Yep. So the way that AGL Zamasu works is that he gets an additional super attack every single turn after he's done 2 attacks total. Earthbred fighters. Vegeta and Trunks aren't on Earthbred fighters though. What music is playing right now? It's Dokkan Lo-Fi number 5 by Stray Michael. Straymikol. Given that Michael is spelt differently, I may be pronouncing it wrong. Yes. Yeah, again, oh, you did a Vegeta and Trunks run before. Okay. Well, that was a record for that. Okay, sweet. I'm going to do that summon because I think they give us a guaranteed ticket. And then we might wrap up the stream, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. As I've mentioned, this will be a weekly thing. So I hope to see you all here more often. I can do 2 summons here, actually, for the legendary banners. Hopefully we get an R. I don't think I've got UI Goku rainbowed yet, and I don't think I have Super Saiyan 3 Goku rainbowed yet. So they're LRs I could use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of nothing. And loading is just going to take forever. You got a spot on the friends list though, Greg? Yeah, I think I do. I have one rule, or a couple of rules with adding friends. You must set a unit that has full level 10 links. I often go through and clear out my friends list of anyone who's set something that doesn't have level 10 links, and a 200% leader is needed as well. Yeah, it's just because if I'm going to use your, I mean, I shouldn't be so strict, but it's just one of those things where I like, if you're going to set a friend unit. Just try and have that one be like your peak, I guess, if that makes sense. But I'll finish off the stream with the shot of my friend code. So yeah, you can add me through there. Oh, cool. If you got a lot of them, then that's perfect. Goku does not want to give me an LR. That is okay. What about Vegeta? No combo. Sorry, I've turned the audio off. Apparently it was mucking around before, so whatever. I never play with audio on anyway, so this is normal for me. And Vegeta does not like me anyway. I like to keep one ticket from these banners just to sort of keep the banner active. I pulled actually my first copy of LR Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta on the Vegeta banner. Rainbow, all the SRs you get for extra red coins. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. What are we doing here? Gohan on his own should be a combo, but it's not. Even Gohan and Goten aren't a combo, which is just insanity to me. Can't even like kind of respect the family dynamic. It's a shame. I keep all the SRs that can be Dokkan Awakened and rainbow them. I have a position, a thing in my box. Tech Dragon Fist Goku from the banners. I don't think I got him. I also got Beerus and Whis from the movie bosses one. I think I got the Path to Rainbow from the movie bosses Red Zone banner. And it's guaranteed us. Oh, where's the? Oh, I don't think it's missions, is it? Did I get the mission? Probably not. Anytime now. There we go. Oh, of course. I've never hit that tab before, that's why it came up. I've got easy aim wide, don't I? Oh, I'll do that later. Or did I do it? I can't remember if I did or not. Where is the... I thought I got a red zone ticket for... No? Am I insane? I should be at that Cell Max mission. Oh, you just get stones. Oh, okay. I thought you got tickets as well. Oh, whatever. I'll quickly bring up my... I don't think the profile has... Well, we'll check the power level, really. 2.8. Okay, approaching 3 mil. God Goku is my current leader. I'll leave him there for now, to be honest. Who have I got? None of them are really worth adding, I think. Sorry, guys. Friend search. Okay, there you go. That is my ID. That'll be it for the stream, guys. I hope it was a good one. First one off of the regular streams. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be here same time next week. Yeah, I got the SSR version of Broly as the profile pic because it's peak art in my opinion. It's like top art in the game. But yeah, I'll be here every week, so hopefully you can all join me. Hopefully the crowd starts to grow as I do it every week. There is a chance that maybe the in-laws might be here next week, so there may not be a stream. But we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated. Make sure you're in the Discord to keep up to date. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Where are you? I'll accept you on stream. There we go. How are you looking there, mate? Ooh, lovely. Yeah, make sure you follow me on all the socials. No, you do whatever. Wait, did I say which one was best? Sorry, wait. Oh, what did you ask, Ultimate? Which Prime Battle LR is the best one? I'm not sure. I haven't even bothered to look at Krillin yet. I'd assume that him or Cell being the more recent ones might be the way to go. I don't think Cell's out yet on global though. But yeah. Anyway, that'll be it. I think. Well, Epic's adding me as well, so I may as well wait on that. But anyway, yeah. Make sure you hit all the socials in the little thing below at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Great to have you here, guys. I'm stoked to be back streaming. It's really good to chat to you kind of live rather than just kind of YouTube comments, but make sure you're gassing up all the videos and everything like that. Appreciate you coming in, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.